Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, holding your warm cup of coffee, and realizing that something simple you've done for years could quietly support one of the most personal parts of your health. Not with pressure, not with embarrassment, not with pills that leave you wondering about side effects, but with understanding. Because what if the issue so many men face after 50 isn't about losing something, but about giving your body the right signals again? Most men are never told this. They're told to accept changes, to lower expectations, to assume that weak erections are just the price of getting older. But the human body doesn't work like an expiration date. It works on systems: blood flow, energy production, communication between nerves and vessels. When those systems slow down, the results show up in very predictable places. And yes, erections are one of them. I'm Dr. Nora Hayes, and today I want to speak to you calmly, honestly, and respectfully about something that matters deeply to many men over 50. Even if they rarely talk about it out loud. This isn't about performance pressure. It's about health, confidence, and understanding what your body is actually asking for as it ages. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that your interest is still there, your emotional connection is still there, but your body doesn't always respond the way it used to? Or maybe erections take longer, don't feel as firm, or don't last as long as they once did. If that's happened to you, I want you to know something important right away. This is extremely common, and it is not a personal failure. What's happening beneath the surface has much less to do with desire and much more to do with circulation and cellular energy. As we age, our blood vessels become a little less flexible. Nitric oxide, a molecule your body uses to signal blood vessels to open, naturally declines. Mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your cells, don't produce energy as efficiently as they once did. And when blood flow is slightly reduced, especially to smaller, delicate vessels, the effects show up first, where circulation demands are highest. That's why urologists often say erections are like an early warning system for vascular health. The penis relies on very fine blood vessels. When circulation is strong, everything works smoothly. When circulation struggles, the signal gets weaker. It's not punishment, it's physics. Now here's where this gets interesting and honestly hopeful. Many men already drink coffee every day. Coffee increases alertness, slightly boosts circulation, and makes us feel more awake. But coffee alone doesn't support the full picture of vascular health. In some people, it even increases stress hormones a bit, which can tighten blood vessels if not balanced properly. So what do some urologists and cardiovascular-focused doctors quietly suggest? Pairing coffee with a natural compound that supports blood vessel relaxation and nitric oxide signaling. Something simple, accessible, and studied. And that something is pure, unsweetened cocoa powder. Before your mind jumps to chocolate bars or sugary drinks, pause. This isn't about sweets. This is about cocoa flavanols, natural plant compounds found in real cocoa. These flavanols have been studied for years for their ability to support endothelial function, which means they help the lining of blood vessels respond better to signals that tell them to relax and widen. When blood vessels relax properly, blood flows more easily. When blood flows more easily, tissues that depend on circulation like erectile tissue can respond more effectively. This is not magic. It's biology. Let me explain it simply. An erection is not a muscle flexing, it's a hydraulic event. Blood flows in, pressure builds, and veins temporarily compress to keep blood there. If blood can't flow in efficiently, the result is weaker firmness. Cocoa flavanols help the body produce and use nitric oxide more effectively. Nitric oxide tells blood vessels it's safe to open. And when they open, circulation improves. What's fascinating is that many men who begin supporting their circulation notice changes that go beyond intimacy. Warmer hands and feet, less afternoon fatigue, a feeling of better stamina when walking or climbing stairs. These are signs that the vascular system is responding. So how do you use this in a way that's realistic and safe? 1 teaspoon of unsweetened, natural cocoa powder added to your coffee. That's it. No sugar required. No complicated routine. Stir it in or blend it if you prefer a smoother texture. Some men add a little milk or plant milk. The key is keeping it simple and consistent. This isn't something you do once and expect fireworks the next day. This is about gentle, daily support. Think of it like oiling a hinge. Over time, movement becomes smoother, Timing matters too. Morning or early afternoon is ideal. That's when your body naturally aligns circulation with activity. Late evening isn't recommended because cocoa does contain mild natural stimulants, and good sleep is essential for hormone balance and vascular health. Now let me ask you something and really think about it. Do you currently drink coffee most days? If yes, imagine turning something you already do into something that quietly supports your health. If no, this approach may still work with other warm beverages, but coffee tends to amplify the effect because of its natural circulation stimulating properties. Another important question: how active are you during the day? Even light movement matters. A 10-minute walk after meals improves blood flow and insulin sensitivity. Staying hydrated keeps blood from becoming thicker and harder to circulate. These small habits work together. Cocoa isn't a miracle on its own, it's a helper. And let's address expectations honestly. This is not a replacement for medical care. If you have diabetes, heart disease, or take medications, you should always speak with your doctor. This is about supporting your body, not overriding it. What I want you to notice is this shift in perspective. Instead of asking, "What's wrong with me?" ask, "What does my body need more of right now?" Often, the answer is better circulation, better energy production, and less chronic stress. Stress deserves a moment here. Chronic stress keeps blood vessels slightly constricted. It tells the body to stay in a defensive state. Relaxation, deep breathing, and even slowing down your mornings can improve vascular response. Erections don't happen in a rushed, tense state. They happen when the nervous system feels safe. Let me pause and ask you directly. Have you ever noticed that on days you're calmer, more relaxed, and well-rested, your body responds better? That's not coincidence. That's your nervous system and circulatory system working together. For men over 50, this conversation is especially important because the goal shifts. It's no longer about peak performance. It's about consistency, comfort, and connection. And that's something many men find even more satisfying. If you're watching this and thinking, "Why hasn't anyone explained it like this before?" You're not alone. Too many conversations around male health focus on quick fixes instead of understanding. You deserve understanding. I also want to talk about patience. Supporting circulation takes time. Blood vessels respond gradually. Mitochondria adapt slowly. Give your body weeks, not days. Pay attention to subtle improvements: energy, warmth, stamina. Those are signs you're moving in the right direction. Let me ask you another question. Would you be willing to make one small change each morning if it meant supporting your health in multiple ways, not just one? Most men say yes when they understand the why. And here's something encouraging. Studies on cocoa flavonols aren't just about intimacy. They're linked to heart health, brain blood flow, and metabolic support. So even if improvements feel subtle at first, the benefits are broader than one outcome. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried adding cocoa to your coffee before? Did you notice anything different? Energy, mood, circulation? Sharing experiences helps others feel less alone. As we continue this conversation together, remember this. Aging doesn't mean shutting down. It means adjusting inputs. When you support your body intelligently, it often responds better than you expect. In upcoming discussions, I'll be talking about evening habits that quietly interfere with nighttime circulation, why blood sugar spikes matter more than most men realize, and how simple changes after dinner can protect both sleep and vascular health. These topics are deeply connected, and understanding them gives you more control than you may have been told you have. You don't need extremes. You don't need shame. You need clarity, consistency, and respect for how your body actually works.